testing. Hopefully this sounds pretty good. Okay, and I just noticed that I'm wearing the same thing I was wearing last time, but this is kind of my favorite outfit, you can say. So I need something. I need something to replace this. But anyways, onto the video, I guess. And I guess tonight's topic, because it is quite late already, and I should have done this earlier. And I'm trying to be quiet, and I turned the fan off so you can hear me better. So hopefully this works. If not, okay, there we go. So I put some pointers up so I can remember sort of what I want to talk about, and I want to talk about some things that I've learned, which I hope I remember them all. Like I just did like a little quick so I didn't put everything down. So alright, so the first thing, the most important I would say, is to test the spirits, the mindset. My throat is starting to hurt, so I know I'm going in the right direction. So what I mean by that, well, I guess an example of what I went through this couple of weeks, maybe a month or two, 3 months maybe. Anyways, I thought the Lord was telling me, go to California. I was seeing California everywhere. And hopefully one day I'll be able to go. Like, I would love to travel. That's one thing that I've been wanting to do for a really long time. And so yeah, so that's, I thought, the Lord wanted me to go there. I saw it everywhere. And then, yeah. And then I was just praying, and I just felt like I didn't realize it at the time, but I was going through a lot of mental warfare. And so I prayed, and I was praying, and I was like, Lord, like, I will go even if I don't have a dime type thing. I just need a car, I need a ride, just, I don't care if I can't pay him. Technically, I don't know if I said that, but I was pretty much close to the point where like I don't even care if I pay my bills. So, yeah. So my thought. Oh, excuse me. No, I don't think I'm tired. But my thought was, because I actually dog sit through over, and so I expanded my radius from like 5 miles to 100. I was literally trying to go 1,000, but it didn't let me. So the furthest I could do was at 100. And all of my dog sits, I was getting them complete opposite direction of California. So okay. So yeah. And sorry, I'm just thinking. So hopefully I am talking about. I will trust the Lord that I'm talking when He wants me to talk. So that's another part of this video. And so yeah, so I thought, California, that's where He wants me. Like, I need to go there. What ended up happening is that I was praying, and I was like, somehow, like, my mind like wiggled up, or that's the best way that I can describe it. It's like it wiggled up to the Lord, and then I just realized that that's not where the Lord wanted me to go. And as soon as that happened, like, it just like the warfare went away. So yeah, and I was like, whoa, like, I felt some freedom there. And so yeah, and as well, I was fasting as well. I was doing 2 fasts. One was for 10 days, and the other one was for 3, and the 3 was in the middle. And the one for 3 days was not eating any food from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And the 10-day one was not eating meats, sugar, fried food, staying away from negative people, negative mindsets type stuff. So I was pretty good at that because I was house sitting and I didn't have a car, and I was like 30 minutes away from my home, and I didn't have a car, so I stayed put. Um, so yeah, so on my third day, I believe it was my third day of the third fast. I mean, of the second fast of um, third day of the third day fast, and I called I think I called my dad. Dude, I don't know why. Excuse me. I don't remember what the reason was, but then he's like, "Oh, I got a car for you." So I had giving him back because we got 2 months rent for free, paid for by the government, and one of the rent money I had, and that was gonna go for a car, but we had like a little argument before right at the same day as my house stay, so I didn't really have time to buy food or anything. So I just gave the car that I was borrowing from my parents, and I was like, okay, you know what? I don't want to use the car, so I'm not gonna ask for it anymore. And then I gave them back most of the money, or the money that I could get out of the bank at the time, and so that happened, and I was over there, and then again the third day, that's when he said they had a car for me. So that was nice. So I had been looking, and I couldn't find anything, and yeah. So when I got that, I think how long I should have written it down. So when I actually figured out that the Lord didn't want me to go, or that looks like the Lord doesn't want me to go. So I'm still looking for an open door. If the Lord gives me an open door, I will take it. So, excuse me. Oh my goodness. What was I saying? So yeah, so like I said, an open door, and I will take it if the Lord gives me that open door. So yeah, so I think once I had the car, I don't remember if I already knew or if I was still going through that warfare. But yeah, I do remember saying like, oh good, I have a car, I can go. Like now now I think that's when I put the 1,000 mile, or tried to do the 1,000, and I only did it for 8. I mean for 100, and so yeah, I feel like I'm going around in circles. So anyways, let me see. So yeah, so test the spirit, test the mind, and I asked the Lord, to shut doors that needed to be shut, to open them that needed to be open. On that house sit, I asked the Lord, that I'm trying to remember the exact prayer, but I did tell him, like I needed houses that had more than just one pet, like the ones I've been getting, it just had one pet. So I wasn't getting a whole lot of money, and that would be nice to have 2 pets because I charge per pet. So, and, Nino, stay away from the door. Oh, I'll lock it in a little bit. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was praying till I prayed that night. Like I kneeled down, something that I need to do more often, and I asked the Lord, that I needed play houses or house sits to that had more pets. And the next day when I woke up, or when I checked my phone, I had 2 house sit requests that had multiple dogs, so 2 dogs I think for each. And I was like, that's awesome. So, and so I'm pretty much booked. Um, well, those ones didn't go through. One of them did because it was um, a reoccurring client, I guess. And the other ones were new, and I set. Um, so yeah, they didn't work out. So um, right away, as soon as they said no, like I completely canceled because sometimes I let it. Um, I leave it there for a while just in case if they change their mind, because one of them said that they were thinking like the husband was gonna stay, maybe might stay. So I was like, you know what? I automatically clicked on it and just archived it, and then I think a day or two later I got another request for the same time period. It was close. It is closer, and it worked out really well. So and I have things to do here, close to my home, instead of driving 30-40 minutes away. So it just worked out. So yeah, I'm taking it day by day, and I don't know. I keep yawning. Okay, excuse me. Hopefully that didn't make extra sound for you guys, who's ever listening. Let's see. What are other? I want to. If I can talk. In Jesus' name, I am able to talk clearly and explain myself clearly. In Jesus' name, amen. Yeah, I just wanted to share what I've learned, and that was one of them. That was a major one. And I've learned some other things. Trying to remember what they are. I should write them down. And yeah, it's just, even though, like, because I was reading close to, like, I've been getting kind of curious, like, before Israel, was taken over by Babylon, and, the, like, Jeremiah, Daniel era. And yeah, so I was reading, was it Chronicles and Second Chronicles and Second Kings, and I was interested in it was a king after Hezekiah, and he was one of the good kings, but he somehow got killed in battle. So I was like, wait, I thought, people that were with the Lord, like, they're protected. Except for, I understand that prophets can be subject to being a martyr, especially like Peter and all of the apostles and stuff. But other than that, I understand that, because we are children of the Lord, like we do have protection. We are protected as long as we are doing what God has planned for us, or we're aligned with Him, that we are under His protection. So I was like, okay, what happened here? So I think I read both of them. I read Chronicles and then I read Kings, and they didn't give an explanation. So I was like, there has to be an explanation somewhere else. And I understood that it was like I believe was it Isaiah's time? I have to double check. But anyways, so I looked on this phone actually, and the Bible app. I searched the word, His name and stuff, and I saw it in other parts of the Bible. So I started reading that, and it turned out to be that I was right. He went somewhere he wasn't supposed to go. So I think Egypt was fighting with somebody, and he wanted to fight along Egypt. And the king of Egypt at that time told him, like, hey, the Lord told me you're not supposed to be here. And so he, like, disguised himself and went anyways, and the rest is history. I think one of his sons took over, and then he was really evil. And then after that, like, soon after that, that's when no, actually that's when, because Egypt came down, took, I think, his son, because the one that they made king, he took the Egypt took that king and put his uncle, I think, instead, or his brother instead, and they were evil. And then Babylon took over, so Egypt, wasn't involved in the picture. And then, that goes into, Esther and all that good stuff. So, from what I understand right now, and so yeah, so it's just quite interesting. Like I'm trusting the Lord. I have faith. So that's, I think, one of my pointers, that we can get ourselves into trouble. So as long as we are aligned with the Lord, I think even though we go through hard times, the Lord, knows what's best for us. I did read that in Jeremiah, when they started going, or when they were about, or when Jeremiah was prophesying that they were gonna, be taken into Babylon. That God has a plan for us. It's to prosper. It's not to harm or anything like that. So yeah. Let me see. I wrote down, trust God that He will guide me to His best plan. It's for His good. So yeah, I want to trust. I'm gonna have faith in the Lord that He's gonna take me to the place where that I'm not gonna lose the plans that He has for me. And I think I'm sure I'm making sense here. I kind of like Esther. I think her and her uncle were, I think her uncle told her, like, hey, if you don't pick, this is, you're here for this purpose, but if you don't accept it, somebody else is going to rise and they're going to take it. And then your name and your family are not going to be known, pretty much. So, so what was I going with that? Oh, yeah. So, like, I've been crying to the Lord. Like, I accept my calling. I accept whatever you want me to do. Like, I am ready to go preach. I am ready to go and heal people and all that good stuff. If that's what the Lord wants me to. Yeah, I'm like, I'm ready, Lord. Like, give me to a church, or like, I'll work with the pastors. I'll work with, whatever. I'll work for you. So, I'm excited, but I understand, I have to sit down, actually figure out what it actually means to do the work of the Lord, because I have my ideas and I understand that it's not what, I understand that the spiritual realm is a lot more complicated, or it can be more complicated. And yeah, I'm just getting close to the Lord, trying my best, and I understand that, my best is, how do I explain it? Like, I can't be separated from the Lord, because the Lord has me and not the other way around. So the Lord will, how do I say it? Like, I have faith the Lord has chosen me as a good vessel, not a bad vessel, and He's going to use me for good. And I want to think, like, I'm sure a lot of people think, they're, do whole, great and mighty things, like, but even little things I know are big in the spiritual realm. So even a glass of water, if I give somebody a glass of water, that's amazing. So, and because it does have its, recompense. I think that's what it says in the Bible. So, yeah, so I'm trying to figure out, my calling, and maybe YouTube is for me, maybe not, I don't know, but social media, speaking of, for the Lord, that would be amazing. I could, build, paint. I have a painting right behind me right here, and then these little flowers I did, and then there's that one too, but can't really see it right now. But yeah, that's a huge painting. I'm not done with it yet. Can you see some of it? Yeah. So yeah, I don't know, poetry. What else? I have a poem that I made for my mom. It's not all of it because I only have the one that I kept because it cut off. Um, but yeah, I have some poetry. Should probably learn more. um, and ums and ums. Hi, Storm Storm. And what was I gonna say? Usually I like this side of my face, but I'm learning to love this side as well. And I think I am beautiful. Um, yeah, so I am beautiful according to the Lord, not the vanity. And I do renounce the vanity, that's for sure. Um, I guess that's another thing, because that's what I've been told, and I do see that, because I have always thought of me as like I'm beautiful, but I think I was more, I guess, more the worldly type thing, because I think I look beautiful with or without makeup. So right now I'm without makeup, but now I'm looking at myself as a different way. Like I still think I'm beautiful, but like God's way of looking at me beautiful. So, yeah. She got herself into my closet. So, what else was I gonna say? This is already kind of long, but it's okay because I am just talking, and whoever wants to watch this till the end, hi, how are you? And welcome. So let's see. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And I'm enjoying the side of the face right now. So, and my curls. Once I get better products, I can have like the little Shirley Temples things. And this, even though it's like all the way down here, it's right here. And once I have the Shirley Temples, I'm sure these are gonna go even shorter. So that's gonna look pretty cool. Let's see, what do I like to do? Since I'm, I guess, coming out of being in bad relationships, I'm creating boundaries, and trying to learn what I like. I like music. I used to listen to it every time I went to work. And I'm recording. Do you need a blanket? You can get one from Leo's room. Yeah. I'm still recording. But what? Oh, well, you can sleep on the couch. No, I think that's where Maritza and Leonel went to sleep. They slept on the couch. Yeah. Let's see. What was I saying? Oh, hobbies. I'm learning what makes me happy. So I remember when I was a teenager, like I would go for a small walk because it was like maybe like a 10-minute walk to go to a store to get like orange juice, and that was my walk every day. I remember I was quite happy at that time. I didn't really spend time with family, so I was kind of doing my own thing, and I was pretty happy at that time. So I like walks, painting. I stopped painting for a while, but starting to get back into it. Drawing, just making crafts. I'm thinking, yeah, just I want to do more. I have business, and I also did this stuff here, the epoxy type stuff. Not epoxy, what's it called? I can't think of the name right now. But yeah, I'm trying to do stuff with paper, painting. I got myself from, oh, that's right. got myself a machine. It's a Cricut maker, and I still haven't used wood on it. But I did get myself a what's called the engrave. So I have the engrave. I have the emboss. So I just need to start using it. I'm halfway done paying it since I'm making payments on it, and yeah. What else do I want that I want to explore? Pretty much anything creative. I've seen people make some really cool stuff. 3Ds. I want to do like little fish ponds, like actual little fish tanks and stuff, and have little fish in there, shrimp, and I don't know. I just want to do different things that bring joy not only to myself but to other people, and I want to. Yeah, I just want to bring, give people a smile. So I've been pretty good at that on TikTok, but I have been on and off, and I'll do some more stuff. So I'll probably do something right after this, and why not? Why not? I feel like I'm mumbling, but it's okay. It is okay. Then I do want to put like a little smiley sticker right next to the camera, so I'm not looking around and I'm looking right there. I could probably just make myself one. So I can be looking at that, so I can have eye contact here and not on my face, not what's on the table, and not what is around me. So yeah. And for this channel, I think, I don't know, whatever's on my mind. I kind of want to record how my days go. I should do a vlog, like a day. I don't know if I should do a daily vlog, maybe a weekly vlog. And yeah, I don't know. Relationships are hard. I was just thinking of what happened with my mom since the week I've been back, because I've been here since 4th of July. So that was, yeah. So tomorrow is going to be a week, and I left my my toothpaste on my pillow a couple days ago, and even before then, maybe like a couple weeks back, actually. That's kind of weird, because I was gone for a week and a half or so. I saw the same type of toothpaste in the bathroom, but that one had fluoride. Mine does not have fluoride. And so I was like, okay, cool. I guess they just barely started using it. And I left, since I still have packing, I have most of my stuff still in luggage, because I'm house sitting. So, and so I took that out. I brushed my teeth. I left. I made sure I kept my eye on that. Every time I came into my room, I had it on the pillow. And hopefully it's not demonic me sharing this, because I feel like I kind of set that up in a way, because I kept looking at it. I'm like, it's right there. It's right there. And I went, picked my niece up. I think I did a house meet and greet after that. I came back, and I didn't see it. It was not there. Like, I went to sleep. I think I forgot to brush my teeth that night, and then I think the following night I was looking for it. I was like looking everywhere, and then I was getting upset because I knew I left it on the pillow. And then I was looking through my bags, through my luggage, and I could not find it. And then my mom, she had the day off, and she was telling me to hurry up, because we had, I agreed to go with her to do some stuff. And so, yeah, so she's like, no, just look at it for later. And I'm like, and she's like, oh, it's probably like in the crack somewhere of the bed. I'm like, no. And then, so anyways, I left it at that. We left, came back, and then I think, was it yesterday? Day before? Anyways, for some odd reason, I was going, because I was getting clothes out of my luggage. And the front pocket, guess what I found? Just guess what I found? Right in the front pocket, where I already looked at several times. I like literally took everything out. I had some coins in the bottom, and it was right there. Oh, that's right. That's actually when my mom asked me to go pick her up. So yeah, that's actually, yeah, that's right. She asked me to, or did yeah. No, that's actually, she asked me to go drop her off. And so I was like, without even hesitation, it was like almost 2 o'clock. Oh, that was Thursday. And they have church, the community thing for the kiddos across the church, and because I live close to a church, and so the kiddos like to go, and so without even thinking, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go send my niece to with her parents, and then I was like, wait, there's church today, so on my way riding over there, I was like, oh, I'll just pick them up instead and bring them over here. And I'm like, why did I listen to my mom? Like, why did I just, like, as soon as she said, go take them, like, I was a little bit upset with myself because she, like, my family, like, they like to boss me around. And usually, yeah, I'm like, yeah, sure, like, like, I really don't care. And, but I've noticed that in me. And so I'm like, lately, I don't do that. So, like, if I have my feet on the couch or something, and, like, that just happened the other day. And my sister was yelling at me. She's like, "Get your feet off the couch." It's not even her couch, and it wasn't mine either. So, but I just looked at her and I just kept my feet on the couch. So, but yeah, it's just little things like that. And once I came back, because my nobody was at their home. Good thing I did not drive off. I asked my niece, like, hey, like, I want to make sure that you're inside your home, and before I leave. And so I was right outside her home, and I guess she knocked. She's like, nobody's there. So I was like, okay, I should have called first before coming over here. So it turned out that nobody was home. So that would have not been good. That's for sure. No, nobody would have been home for hours, and she would have just been outside by herself. Or maybe she would have called me. She had her tablet. But yeah, so I was a little bit angry there, and then but I'm glad I went. I took my niece across the streets to the church, and we had a good time. They gave us a volcano kit, so we started that up today. I went to my sister's home, and we started the molds, and we just have to wait a couple days for it to completely cure, and then we can paint it, and then we can do our little experiments. So that'll be nice. Oh my goodness. And so yeah, so that's something that happened this week, and yeah, interesting. Oh yeah, and that's because of the toothpaste. Like, as soon as I told my mom, like, I can't find my toothpaste, and I left it on the pillow, and she's like, oh well, the one in the bathroom, that one's mine. I'm like, I know. Mine does not have fluoride. Yours has fluoride. So I kind of felt like I assume that she was already, like, anticipating, like, an argument. So I did make a note to her that I was upset, but there's no argument there, just because I told her, I was like, I know mine does not have fluoride, yours does. And then, the next day or so, I found it in my luggage where it was not there the day before. So yeah, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that was my mom. I really do want to get cameras here, and that's really sad, because I've heard that once you are, like, say, in a relationship, and you're, like, thinking of getting cameras to catch them doing stuff, or like, saying stuff, and like, that's not good, and you should probably get away. And I'm talking about, like, not boyfriend, but husband wife type relationship. I guess nowadays boyfriend girlfriend, or girlfriend boyfriend boyfriend. I don't know, but yeah, so that's one thing that I like about Rover. It's giving me the opportunity to get some distance without actually having to buy my own place. I would love my own place, but I would rather travel first. I would love to have a house on wheels, like a van life. For right now, the little car that I have, that would do just fine. But yeah, so I'm still needed here. I'm going to stay here for a couple more months. I want to, do some other things. Maybe write. I want to write a book about my testimony. I'll probably do 2 parts. One, how I got to the church, and then one during church, because those are 2 different things. And I'm still trying to understand what I went through, and I just need more pieces to put together, I think. And we got a whole nice book, and I'm sure mine is just a testimony from a whole bunch of people, and I'm wondering if other people have the same type of testimony that I have, which I would assume so, because why would I have this testimony? Because the Lord uses our testimonies to connect with other people, and yeah. So, and I'm grateful that what I went through, I'll be able to help other people. So, yeah, that is a blessing for sure, and I really do hope this video goes up because it is quite long. We have, I guess, good nights, and hopefully it'd be awesome if I can get, how many do I need here to go live? I can go on TikTok, so I should do that more often, just to chill, hang out. I've been holding back talking about the Lord, because I have noticed that's my perception. Like, instead of talking about the gospel, just talking about like discernment and stuff, like I kind of go on some other things, like I go more technical knowledge type stuff, which there's a difference between knowledge and wisdom. So, and yeah, I need more wisdom, and just to speak better for the Lord. So yeah, and I understand that He will give me that as I go. So trust in Jesus, and I hope you do too. All right, well, good night, sweet dreams.